I still need you near. You say I'm crazy, 'cause you don't think I know what you've done. But when you call me baby, I know but not the only one.
This is Terry here with MusicXclusives TV, and I have, listen, that song that you hear on the radio like every 3 seconds, this is the guy behind it, Jimmy Napes. How do you feel to be here, being honored for your songwriting?
I'm very humbled to be here and really excited and a bit jet lagged.
Jet lag. You're from England now. I want to let the people know what songs. No, in fact, you tell them what songs you've written.
Well, I wrote quite a lot of Sam Smith's debut album. I wrote "Stay With Me," "I'm Not the Only One," "Lay Me Down." I wrote "Latch" with Disclosure and "Clean Bandit's Rather Be." There's some of the ones you might know.
So listen, now when you're in a writer's session, that you got maybe you, another writer, somebody on the keyboard, maybe somebody on the guitar. How do you know when it's a hit song?
I trust my goosebumps. Yeah. I think if my hairs stand up on my arms, then normally you're onto a good thing. You can never know for sure, but at least you know it's touching you, so it's a chance it's going to touch other people.
Not every song that you write does that for you?
No, not every song. It has to be special.
How did you find Sam Smith, or how did Sam Smith find you?
He was working in a bar in St. Paul's. He was 19 years old, and I heard him sing, and I thought he had the best voice I'd ever heard. And we wrote "Lay Me Down" in our first session together.
So do you sing as well, or?
Yeah, I do. I've got my own artist project.
Nice.
And I'm playing some festivals in this summer, which will be fun. But yeah, I'm a songwriter first and foremost, and you know that's what I take the most pride in.
If I'm correct, you said "Only One" is one of the songs you've written, right?
Yeah.
Now, "Only One" it's a beautiful song, big song. If there was another artist who sang it, do you think it would be a hit?
I think a great song's a great song, to be honest with you. I think,
regardless of who sings it?
Well, I think Sam's voice, he could sing the Yellow Pages and make it sound great, you know, so that's a danger, because sometimes if the song's not that great, but the way he sings it makes it sound great. Yeah. But I think if the song and the lyrics are really, they stand up by themselves, then obviously I think it could be sung by, you know, whoever.
I went to England in 2014. I have family who live over there, and they exposed me to a lot of the music that I'm pretty sure you probably written, and the people that you probably grew up listening to were singing, writing, and all that. Now, I say probably about 4 or 5 years ago, that European sound came over and smashed the U.S. Why do you think it is that like we started to receive the music and acknowledge like the great talent that's over on that side of the world?
That's a good question. I think maybe it's honesty. I think honesty is what translates.
Honesty in what?
Honesty in just everything you're doing, in the lyrics, in the songwriting. I think we've got a rich history of songwriting, goes back to the Beatles and all the rest of it, and you know, I think it's just great that we've been well received over here. It's a real honor, and there's such a strong connection of songwriters and English performers that are doing great over here, so it's amazing.
Yeah, you're a young guy, but let's go back to your teen years, right? When you're writing these songs, I mean, a lot of the guys over there, they're not, in America, there's a lot of great talent, but over there, a lot of guys, they produce the stuff, they play the instruments. Is that something that maybe in school, like you're forced to take band? Is that?
You know what, it's funny because music was the one thing I didn't study at school.
No way.
I loved leaving school so that I could, as soon as I got home, I would play songs. That was like my escape from school, you know.
Wow.
And so yeah, I don't think there's any rules really. It's just having fun and enjoying yourself, you know. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, we know Sam has a great voice. What is it like working with him in the studio? Just tell us a story about Sam in the studio.
Sam's just the coolest guy ever. He's the most honest, humble guy. He pours his heart out every time he comes to the studio. He's like, I got to tell you about this, or this happened to me, and you know, I help him express himself and put it down to a record.
You sing as well, and you write. What do you think is the more lucrative side of the business?
Well, I think songwriting is probably the more lucrative, because you could be a performer and tour a lot and not maybe make as much money as if you had a hit song, but you know, it's a difficult thing to do well at, and I worked for 10 years really before I had any hits, so yeah, I guess you just perseverance.
Wow. It's a pleasure to be here with you. So
thank you, man.
This is Terry here with MusicXclusives TV, and you let the people know your name. He's coming out as a singer soon, right?
Yeah, that's Jimmy Napes. Thanks for having me.